You've been here. This is your 8th season now at Arizona State. I mean, I believe math serves me right. 25 years, basically, as a coach of college golf. Well, the world of college sports has changed a lot recently with NIL.
Yeah.
How is it, what's the difference now from when you started to now with NIL being involved? How much different is it?
I think NIL is just a part of it. It's one of a handful of things that has changed it a lot. I think PGA Tour U has changed it a lot. You know, additional professional opportunities. Basically, the stakes are higher. Coaches are being paid a lot more. Athletes are being paid more. Universities care. They used to never care. You know, like, who cares what the golf team does? Well, you know what? It's actually kind of a big deal now, because everyone's going to watch the national championship and take pride in their university, whether they played well or didn't, and give each other crap at the office or on the golf course. So it just matters way more than it ever did. And that means you have to be a little more buttoned up. And I don't know, the kids, they all have more people involved, whether it's agents and coaches and parents. Like, everybody cares more, and there's a lot more to manage.
Is the recruiting more difficult now?
I don't think so, actually. In fact, if anything, they've made it easier, because the rules, they've kind of cut it down. We used to recruit unlimited amount. Now they only let us recruit a certain number of days. I mean, recruiting, you got to know what you do. Like at ASU, one of our problems is pretty much anywhere in the world, it sounds good to go to ASU, and it makes sense. Like, kids can look at it, yeah, that's a good fit for me, right?
There's not much to not like.
Kinda.
And especially for golf.
Good scenery everywhere around
Yeah,
here.
there's some things that are attractive to 18 to 22-year-old young men.
I felt like at Washington, I had a set kind of niche, certain academic role niche, certain geographic profile, guys that wanted, you know, that didn't mind a little inclement weather and thought that was cool. Here, it's like, it's a great idea for everyone to come to ASU. So for us, we have to kind of be selective and careful not to try to recruit everybody all the time.
Yeah, I mean, if I'm a young kid on a recruiting trip, you come here and you come to this facility right here that the Thunderbirds, Phil and Amy Mickelson, the Triases, everybody involved have put together here. I mean, how do you say no to this place?
Well, if they do, it's probably me screwing it up.
We'll take care of that
When
for
it
you.
comes to like the top-ranked kids coming out of junior golf that all the big programs are fighting for, with the NIL now, does it take more than a scholarship? Like, do you need to sweeten the pot to get these top studs that are coming out?
It's starting to be that way.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You got to add more?
Yeah, it's interesting, because, you know, the real money to be made still is after. And personally, I mean, it's, if you can get the money, great. And if everybody's giving it, great. But to me, it screams a little insecure. Like, if you really are confident that you're going to make it as make it as a pro, you need to do everything you can in your selection to give yourself the very best opportunity to be successful. And an extra 20,000 here or there, and making your choice based on that is dangerous. And I'd say the same about scholarship, you know, like 80% versus 50%. If you can afford it, you know, go whatever's going to give you the best chance to be successful afterward, and figure the money out later.
But it is a factor. Like, you see these top quarterbacks, and it's like, it basically becomes a bidding war. Like, oh, this school's offering me $4 million. I'm going to get 3 over here. Is it like that somewhat in golf now?
It is.
Yeah, which is crazy. And so then you need a deep war chest. You got to have donors and people like that, so you can go to battle to get those top kids. It's a different animal.
Go ahead.
I mean, I'm not like old yet, but I'm also not young, and you just got to be careful to not fall into the trap of hating it or thinking this is stupid or I don't want to do this. This isn't how it used to be. I mean, you have to stay with the time. So whether I like NIL or not, I have to love it, you know? And so, yeah, we got to go raise the money, and we got to offer it, and we got to make it happen. And that's just the reality.